Hey, howdy, and welcome back, guys. So last time we left off, we were now supposed to go to Phoenix City, or whatever it's supposed to call. Uh, Kind of based on what I said, because I'm not getting a lot of story done in their I'm not getting a lot of story done in their hour-long videos because the battles take so long. So I'm going to be cutting most of the unimportant stuff. Now I'm not going to be cutting important dialogue. I won't be cutting shops or purifications. Just me, for instance, walking out of this town, I'll be cutting for the most part. That being said, let's go ahead. So we're heading to where it kind of all started off, in Colosseum at least. So, also I hope you guys don't hear me eating. I'm pretty hungry at the moment. Believe it or not, this city's actually loosely based off of Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix, Arizona by itself has a pretty interesting history. It was a very barren land to live in. There were natives who lived in it, but for the most part, it's so barren that now we're kind of forced to go to the Welcome Tower. By the way, we can't go any forward. As you can see, they would not let us stay. If we try to go back, I'll show you some of the dialogue. In the beginning of Pokemon Colosseum, this tower is under construction. By the end, it's completed. And this is kind of where you have the boss battle of Colosseum. I'm not sure what's going on with it, to be honest, but... I'll go back and we'll kind of show you what happens when you go back. And I'm sure if you guys have played Pokemon Colosseum, you know exactly what's going on, but I won't spoil it just in case you haven't played it. Or no, actually, I thought you'd kicked out. Let's quickly go to the shop real quick over here. Oh, this is PC, my bad. Oh, those sell for a pretty high piece. Also, I just realized, let's quickly... I think we have a black belt that we can give, no... I don't think we necessarily need to give that to, I'm going to give this to our Rapidash to help increase its fighting move. Which, you might think I need to increase its fire move, but Fire Blast is already such a strong move, or Overheat, that we don't necessarily need to increase it that much. Let's give that to our Aerodactyl for its bite attack. This is the mayor house. Before we do anything, let's go back to the battle tower. I think we're supposed to forward some of the story over there, so... I don't think these guys give us anything. What do you know? I guess a few people are the 1 millionth visitor. That becoming a lot of clutch. Also, here you see a very inefficient way of traveling. There has to be a more efficient way, I don't know. Okay, we're finding some pretty cool items right here. Uh, let's explore a little bit around here first. Okay, so this is I believe this is fake out. Fake out might be a cool move. We'll get one of these. Oh, actually it tells exactly what it is. That's good. I don't think we need to safeguard. Yeah, I would get one of these. That will come a lot of use. And yes, Ice Ball will be a wonderful move. I thought we were supposed to battle someone. I think we're good on Pokemon, so let me check. Would it be bad for me to give Ice Ball to Magikarp? So I think we could actually use it in a battle, potentially. I know the right thing to be give to Sea King, but I don't know. I don't think it's the worst idea. So we can actually start training it. I think that's not a bad idea. We don't need agility. About to do some pretty cool battles pretty soon. Also, I lowered the music volume just a bit. That's because on the last video I noticed that it sounded a little bit too loud. So, well, at least you couldn't hear me as much. You think we're pretty common knowledge. I mean, like, everyone saw him start to levitate. I don't think you can actually play these. Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. What am I doing? Oh, Battle Bingo. Okay. So, Battle Bingo, you basically... I'll let you guys read the info, because it's been a while since I played. And I believe you can, let's see. Okay, let's play. It's a Battle Bingo, super fun. Now with randomized Pokemon, it can get pretty competitive. So, not competitive, but it can get very wild at times. And then there is a secret battle. It goes further and further and further. So let's start off with Dragoneer. So we have Ghastly, Ghost, and Poison. Yeah. Let me see what the other one is. Gengar, that should be a pretty easy one. And Sandshrew. We'll go with Gengar real quick. It has Ice Punch and Levitate. That's all it has. So, now I do believe that once you pick it, you can't just like, let's say, pick this panel up here and then go all the way down here. You have to go adjacent to it. So with an Ice Punch, let's start off with this grass and then see what we might be able to catch. Again, it's been a while since I played, but you know, do we want to catch this Weeping Bill? I don't know. I think we could get better Pokemon, so let's fight and Ice Punch it. And of course, the more battles you win, the more coupons you get. We only have 1 EP left, so it's in our best interest to enter this question mark. And now we have 2 EPs. And you can only use a certain Pokemon so many times, so we can use Gengar 2 more times. Let us go for this. Let's go for the. Well, hold on. Let me check 1 second. I think it's been best interest to go for water. There's a few rock and fire types around, and ground types, so water would be our best bet at the moment. Okay, this is a horrible Pokemon to catch, unless it has some. I don't think it has superpower ability in this game. Yeah, we don't want to catch this. We really have to hope that the next water Pokemon we get is a good Pokemon to catch. Especially with Takedown, that would be, oh my gosh. So we have to go for this since we only have 1 EP left. It's in our best interest. There we go. Let's go for this other water and we hope we can use the Master Ball on it. Okay, this is a good Pokemon to get. We have to actually, I didn't even see what the Sharkpedo has actually. Or Beam, so another ice type. We have to go for this, we have no other option, so. Well, actually, we do have an option, we could go for this, but then we'd be stuck with ice type moves most likely. Or actually, we could go for this and then catch the electric. Actually, we'll do that, so we do. We'll catch the ground and then go for electric. Yikes. We have to hope that this has a good move. I probably could have gone about this more optimal. I was kind of thinking we could get better Pokemons, so. What do we even have? Earthquake. Okay, actually that's a very good with Sand Veil as well, so doesn't do too much, but as long as this isn't like a Zapdos with a flying. Okay, there you go, Electrode. Hopefully it doesn't have self-destruct, then this could be an issue. triple kick only hit 2 times. Imagine that. Gengar is the better, I think, person to give it to. We'll go for another Earthquake as we'll go for. Alright, that was good. Good choice on our side. I don't think that it realizes every time we go into this, so if we fail this, then we have a good idea of what we can and can't go into. And now we'll go for normal, and we'll go with Sandshrew. Right? No, we want to save Sandshrew for the fire, so let's go with Gengar. It's very likely that they might have a normal type move and they won't be able to hit us, so... Unfortunately, I think we're kind of stuck at this. We won't be able to get another bingo after this. So... let me think about this for a quick second. It might be possible still. I can only see one way. We'll give... we have to go up this way then. Or actually, no, we can complete a second one. I made a mistake. I should have given Sharkpedo the EP. I see right now that we can actually collect 2, so... I believe the lines do go diagonal, so we might be able to get 2 EPs on the next one, possibly. Okay. That could have been bad if it froze or it paralyzed us, but... Now we have to hope the next move that the Pokemon we go against to is not Dark type. And this should give us 2 lines. So, well, not Dark type, but that is not a Dark move. Now, unfortunately, our Ice Punch won't be too effective, but Sneasel doesn't have the best defense anyways. Okay, that's a... Oh, I don't see us winning this. We have to hope we can get another crit, so... Yeah, no, even with a crit we lose this, unfortunately. Yeah. Okay, we'll try one more time. Maybe this become a battle bingo episode. For starters, we'll catch this. We'll catch his Sandshrew with the earthquake. That was our best bet at the moment. So yeah, I think so. You know, maybe there is actually a more competitive way to go about this, to be honest. Oops, almost knocked it out. And then, believe it or not, we actually do want to catch this Electro, because that's a fighting move, and we need that fighting move to go against that, to go against the Sneasel. I think it's our best interest to keep Sand Slash as much as possible. Now, I don't know what move oh, triple kick is what it has, which would be 4 times effective, which isn't the best move, but at the moment, it's kind of the best we have against the Sneasel. I keep saying Sandshrew for some reason. This should be 2 EPs. Yeah, we'll go for I actually, a slight mistake with the Sharpedos. We don't have anything super effective against it, minus a triple kick. It has a War Beam. I don't know how strong that'd be against Electrode. But I think we could easily go up and be okay and get another Master Ball. That's what we can do, so. Actually, I just realized that Pokemon would have had a fighting move, but I don't know what it would have been. So, still, I think Electro is a better choice. It has better stats. We are gonna catch us for the Zorb against the Sharpedo. It won't be affected by Sharp Skin, and well, not too well, it kind of effective. It will help us. Heal up every time it hits us with a War Beam. I'm hoping I'm not making a big mistake with this. Okay, let's try this out with the I think this can cause a special defense Sharp though, so that might be a slight issue. Whoa, that did a bit more than I thought. As long as you don't get, I can't remember what kind of secondary effect that has. And that did way less than I thought. I'm not happy at all with that. I knew it was going to be kind of weak, but I thought it'd do more than that, so. I think this only gives us one, so... Man, somehow we're going to do worse on this one than we did on the last one, so... Shoot, the rope was horrible. I honestly thought it would do better, to be honest, so... It's not effective, but it only has a normal type move, so... That Sharkpedo is going to be the death of us. I'm trying to wonder how to get past it, to be honest. We might just have to catch Sharkpedo. That might be the best way to get past it. And it's not because it's a strong Pokemon, it's just because we don't have anything that's that effective against it. That we won't be hurt by its sharp skin, or rough skin, whatever. Let me think about this. We'll give it a Gengar. Okay, let's hope that this works better than last time. It's a flying type move which isn't that effective against us, and triple kick, while kind of weak move, will be 4 times weak to this. So, and we outspeed it as well, which is great. Oh yeah, this should be fine. There we go. See, I'm trying to wonder, do I want to use Gengar against this normal? Because I think it's better to use Electrode, actually. I just have to hope that fire is not like a Charizard or a Moltres or something like that. That's the issue. I don't know how this works if it knocks us out. The rulings for this is a little different on if it counts as a win or not. Okay. I think that... that's unfortunate. We won't. This will be the last one. I'll make a whole episode dedicated to Battle Bingo. Okay, how about that? If you don't know, in the early generations, Explosion halves your defense before it hits you, which is why it's so dangerous. So. And that's what I was afraid of. Its Earthquake won't do anything, it's a flying type. But now we know what we want to catch, so... I'm curious to see what moves Shadow Bolt. Okay. We're definitely going to be catching this next round. I lied. I'll make a very small, quick montage so we can get through this done. Now that we know what we can get. You know, it actually might be worth catching that thing because I guess if you use Explosion and you knock yourself out, it technically you still win, I suppose. Shadow Bolt, by the way, is a shadow move, not an electric move. Oh, I just realized that I totally trolled, to be honest. Whatever, we'll come back to this later. So if you don't know, you have to, especially the more difficult ones, you absolutely have to play in a very strategic way. I remember there was one battle CD where you essentially have to basically keep using Explosion to protect strategically, if I remember correctly. So I'll kind of show you what it looks like. But it's because it's randomized, it might be near impossible to complete some of these, but I'll show you guys quickly anyways. Yeah, as you can see, it's not actually, see, there's a 2-turn limit, so, and with a Hyper Beam as well. This is not, well, you could maybe use Protect, go for a Tail Whip, then maybe Protect, and then an Iron Tail possibly, but I don't know. We're not going to waste our time with this too much. But anyways, I guess, like I said, to win the battle series, you have to be extremely strategic, and on a randomize, it's kind of tough to be strategic when you don't have the Pokemons that they want you to use, so. There's no one here to heal your Pokemons, but you can technically just sidetrack that by putting them in and out of the PC FAI. That does heal them. That doesn't work in later generations like newer games, but it does work in older games. I think we're supposed to go inside the gym, but we're quickly going to go in the mayor's house to see if anything's up here. I believe if you go up here, the music disc should be inside of here, FYI. This guy's totally okay with us taking it, so. And I guess you can heal your Pokemons up on that bed as well. This would be a great time to start using our snowball, or ice ball, and hopefully actually start earning some 4. I was totally about to start using ice ball on it too, which is unfortunate. I'm mostly doing this to heal up our, to train up our Magikarp. We could really go with the Gyarados at this point. And if you notice, the Ice Ball keeps getting bigger and bigger with animation here. Pretty cool. Although, I'm not sure if by turn 5 it would be enough to knock out Love Disc. Yeah, it's just way too unfortunate. This Magikarp is just way too weak to actually do anything. That's a tankier sunflower than I thought. I didn't realize we only had 5 Pokeballs. Let's just go for the Ultra Ball real quick. Get this over with. So, Burn does, what's it called, have our attack, so we're going to actually go back into we'll go to a Seeking at the moment. I don't know why I went Seeking. That was a huge mistake on my part. Dang, that thing's hitting hard. I have a pretty good feeling it's going to go for us again, so we are going to bounce. I think we should outspeed it. No, I went for a slow queen actually. Ah man, I was not expecting that. I did not heal up for this at all. And a Raikou as well. And we only get the Metapod. We don't even get to get the Raikou. I'm glad we hit the hypnosis, at least. No, lucky hypnosis hitting so much. I'm surprised it stayed asleep, to be honest. Yeah, I didn't think that would knock it out, which is fine. So, I'm not too camp at Metapod, but Butterfree might be a cool Pokemon to get. So. I probably could have gone with the netball to begin with, to be honest, but I was just more worried about that Raikou. Battlefield would be good counter to Psychic and bug Pokemons. I have to wonder, is it even worth training this Magikarp anymore? It's just, man, it's just doing a horrible job. We have a lot of battles coming up ahead, so we might not finish them in this episode, but let's go for it. To skip past the stuff, I'm just going to skip my move selections. And we'll go straight for the battle. And also, before I was saying the return has a power of 120 once it's maxed out, it's actually 102, I believe. I did check, so it's not 120, it's 102, which is still a pretty powerful move. So. Yes, I'm going to try it one more time to train Magikarp, and that's it. So. It's kind of good they're going after our Sea King, to be honest. okay. Ah, that's not good. 0 for 2. It was a huge mistake going for him. That was my fault, you know. I have no one to blame but me. Yeah, if you're not careful, they definitely will spam the hell out of double team in this game. I'm impressed that our Slow King tanked that stab hyper beam so much. That was a fast defrost. You know, you don't see Exploud too much at all after Gen 3. It's almost like it's a forgotten Pokemon now that you think about it. Yeah, it would have been cool to have a Gyarados, but man, it's just... Unless we found some rare candies, it's just not worth it, to be honest. It's getting frustrating watching that thing die so many times. Like, so I want to do I want to do a walkthrough of maybe not walkthrough, a playthrough of XD or Coliseum using only baby Pokemons. I think that'd be kind of cool. Wow. Okay. Will it be tough? Sure. I think it would definitely be easier than a Magikarp, at least, without better move coverage. I thought that'd do a lot more, to be honest. An Executor would tank that. Yikes. And our Executor is not hitting at anything at all with that Mega one. We're going to end the episode off at this point. Let's see what we have. Let us move this over here. I don't know if we looked at the Mercargo last time, but we'll look at it now. Chlorophore, Magma Armor, and Shed Skin. Oh, that's probably why I woke up so quickly. Yeah, let's start out healing these things. Here is a perfect circle now. You can actually add a little more to this, and yeah, this should purify it very quickly. This kind of helps, not much, but it kind of helps it. So we're end off right now. We will be fighting the next boss next episode. I will say we'll dedicate an episode to Battle Bingo. I messed up with the last one, but it should be a lot easier now that yeah, you'll see, we should be able to finish the last one. I'll dedicate an episode to Battle Bingo. It's one of my favorite things in the game. When it comes to Battle CDs, that's not going to happen too much. As well as when it comes to Battle Mountain, we'll be saving Battle Mountain to the end. Now there's simulating battles on Battle Mountain, and then there's the story mode. We'll be doing the story mode. It's a little bit quicker, and especially in XD as well. Some things is you do get coupons from Battle Mountain. However, you get minus 13% coupons for every legendary used in Battle Mountain. That's something a lot of people don't know, but that is what happens. If you do complete Battle Mountain level 0 or 1 all the way up to 99 without leaving Battle Mountain, you get a special ribbon. But if you're not training Pokemon from XD, then you don't care too much about it. But if you complete from level 1 all the way up to level 99, you do get a Pokemon, at least in cards. I'm not sure about XD, and then you do get special items as well. With that being said, it was great talking to you guys, and it was a fun one having with you guys. Thank you, and bye bye.